Georgia Costi has more.
The incident happened at the intersection of Flinders and Denham Street, just down the road from the Townsville City Police Station. Just before 5:30 p.m. on Sunday, the victim, who wishes to remain anonymous, filmed this terrifying encounter while stopped at the traffic lights. He believes it's the same car that was involved in a crash and carjacking 3 hours later in the same area. But police are still working to confirm that because the victim hasn't actually come forward.
We're still trying to identify what car the person got out of and who the victim was.
Locals say such brazen attacks are unsettling.
I think something's only going to happen when someone gets killed.
It's a little bit out of control, I think.
The town's not in a good way. There's all sorts of vigilante things that are going to start to happen, I reckon, if we don't fix the problem.
In this instance, only the car was damaged and not the driver. The victim says if it wasn't for the hammer breaking off, he believes he would have been hit with it.
Thank you, Georgia. Townsville Police's crackdown on youth criminals has ramped up this year as officers notice an increase in property crime. Offenders set a 7-year record for stolen vehicles in January, prompting our politicians to demand urgent reform.
The music is blaring. The driving is brazen. The youth behind the wheel can barely see over the dash. Riding shotgun is another child. In the back, there's 5 kids, no seatbelts, all wearing gloves to hide their prints. It's a reality that's becoming more common in Townsville.
Especially at the moment, we've got an increase in our property crime.
Police data shows more cars were stolen in January than any other month in the past 7 years.
It's predominantly juveniles, but there certainly is an adult element as well.
Who feel fine broadcasting their behaviour to the world.
It's no wonder that the residents of Townsville are absolutely fed up with the crime situation.
It's the latest example of the actions that prompted police to launch Operation Romeo Seville in October, which has charged a staggering 361 people with 1,347 offences, including 9 people yesterday.
We're expecting it to continue for the foreseeable future, just to ensure that we keep our focus on property crime.
But with no end in sight, politicians say only new police powers and policy will put a stop to offending.
Relocation sentencing, where we'd be sending these kids out on country in a remote, harsher location out past Mount Isa to go through a full reprogramming.
Ben Downey, 7 News.